Hello everyone, welcome to my newest LP for my channel, Kirby Air Ride. This is ToadinWonderland and I am pleased to announce that I am doing an LP of this game, and in addition to that, this is actually going to be a sort of walkthrough as well. I'm actually going to skip the demo there quick, put it here onto the main screen. Yeah, this is a Kirby game, probably one of my favorites of the whole series. If any of you have followed my channel for a while, you'll know that I've talked about Kirby before. Probably not extensively, but yeah, I have played a lot of Kirby games in the past. I've grown up with them since I was a little young lad, I guess. It feels weird when I say I'm a kid. That's a long story. But yeah, I've played Kirby games pretty much all my life. But this particular one for the GameCube, Kirby Air Ride, has definitely been one that's really got a soft spot in my heart, actually, as corny as that sounds. But I hold this game pretty dear to me. A lot of good memories have come from playing it in the past. And I decided, this would be a good opportunity for me to show what I know of about the game. And yeah, in addition, not too many people have particularly done this, but what I intend to do is pretty much cover the game from top to bottom. And what I mean by that is go through every mission that you can possibly complete in this game. For those who don't know, Kirby Air Ride, which you could tell by the pictures, is definitely a racing style game, but it's also more like a sandbox style game too. And here I'll go ahead and just pick Air Ride so I can show this part off next. And if you go to records on any of the game modes, whether it be Top Ride or the City Trial or Air Ride, just go to records and pick, you should have checklist as an option. Kirby Air Ride actually has 360 missions in the game. There's 120 for Air Ride mode, 120 for Top Ride mode, and 120 for City Trial mode as well. Not too many guides have actually went in depth with showing how to complete every single mission. I know for the longest time, actually, I would constantly check several online sites like GameFAQs and IGN and the whole kit and caboodle, but none of them really had, actually none of them, let me rephrase this, had an actual guide on how to complete every mission. And it kind of disappointed me, because there was often in the past, whenever I played this, missions where you had no idea what it was asking you to do, or you needed tips on how to be able to complete it. As you can see, we really can't even see what the missions are, to say. They're pretty much unknown to us as far as what objectives we must complete. Now, they are randomized every time you start a new file, which, as you see at the beginning, I created a new file for the memory card because, unfortunately, my memory card corrupted and I did lose a good bit of my data, including Kirby Air Ride, sadly enough. But I have been able to complete all three checklists on this game a couple times in my life, actually. I actually played it with family members, and we always got together with this game, and we looked into ways of completing everything. But anyway, I have discovered the pattern that over the years, the checklists and where the missions and what they hide exactly are randomized. Certain missions will grant prizes whenever you complete them. Sometimes it's just a simple mission, but sometimes if you clear it, you get a reward as well, such as a new vehicle or a new color for Kirby or whatever character you have. And that's another thing, you can actually unlock a couple hidden characters as well in this game. The very last, it's at the bottom right, which is the one I have selected right here, is always the same for Air Ride, Top Ride, and City Trial. The one at the very bottom right, essentially it's the last one on the grid. It's always the same. Clear 100 missions on the checklist is all it is. And it's always going to be in the bottom right corner. Now, City Trial, does have 2 other fixed missions that are in the same position. That would be the top right and the top left. I will be saving that for another time to go into. I decided, since the game doesn't actually tell you what the missions are from the start for any of these modes, I decided it would be best if I just started with Air Ride first, and then moved to Top Ride, and then moved to City Trial, as a sort of preface at the beginning of the LP. I would just play, in general, like, what each course is. Just kind of give, like, a little presentation of the game itself, and then just work back through the modes one by one, completing each checklist. I decided Top Ride is the easiest of the 3, so I will probably be starting with it. I haven't 100% confirmed this yet, but I'll decide shortly after I've kind of showed what each of the 3 modes are. But in the process of showing each mode, we will uncover a lot of what the mission objectives are. And for this LP that I'm doing, the video descriptions are going to be your friends if you're going to use this LP as a sort of guide. And what I mean by that is, whenever I complete the missions, I will be sure to put them on the video description whenever I upload it to YouTube. I know I got kind of behind on a few of them with the past couple LPs, but that's because there's really not much to say as far as a summary of what happened. Even the title just kind of gives it away. But this is going to be vital for Kirby Air Ride, and helpful for that matter too. That way, if you kind of just want an idea of what exactly I showed, you can kind of look at the video description to see what's covered in the video itself. Some of these missions, as you could probably guess, are going to require some video editing, as well as like cuts. Certain footages will have to be shown. Nothing will be off-screen. I will make it an effort to make sure that nothing accidentally gets off-screen. As a matter of fact, I will not be playing the game just to like practice or anything. The advantage is I've played this game a lot, so I should be pretty good at it as it is. Not to brag that I'm the best player at it, but I have played it a lot and have a good knowledge of expertise as far as what this game has to offer. But I know that was pretty long that I stated all that. But I pretty much had to state that so that you would have an idea of what my LP is going to be for this particular GameCube game. Just a real quick sentence to sum it up, or two. Oh, and I've been talking so long that it took me out of the menu. But anyway, real quick, this is an LP that will be covering the whole game from top to bottom. I will be showing all 360 missions and how to complete them all. We'll be getting into specifics later on, as far as what I'm going to do about missions that are really tough to complete, or what I'm going to do as far as showing the footage, if it's something that I have to make special editing to accommodate a certain mission that I'm going to show. But anyway, with that stated, let's go ahead and start the game. I know I've been talking a while. You'll notice, just real quick before we do continue on here, the menu looks a lot like the style of future games, as you probably noticed. This looks a lot like Super Smash Brothers. Well, I was going to say Melee, but then as of recent years, Super Smash Brothers Brawl, and even another game, Kid Icarus Uprising for the 3DS. You'll notice that like the menu and the checklist, which I'll go to records again quick to show, it's very, very similar to that. And there's a good explanation for that. The creator of Kirby Air Ride, Masahiro Sakurai, if I said that correct, I hope I didn't butcher that, was part of HAL Laboratory, which was the company that made this game. But he and I don't know how many members, if it was just a couple or what it was specifically, but he left HAL Laboratory shortly after this game was made, and in more recent years he's been known to be a part of the group known as Sora. And I know that's weird because it sounds like the name of the protagonist from the Kingdom Hearts series, but Sora's a game company that has former HAL Laboratory members. And that's why, like I said, you've seen on Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Kid Icarus Uprising, why the menus and just different graphical presentations look a lot similar. Even the checklist, because if you know anything about either of those games, they have like a treasure grid and challenges section. I know Brawl has that for unlocking trophies and different things. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting to point out, seeing how those two games, or multiple games, not just two, share the same congruency in graphical presentation and visuals. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and show Air Ride.